Well, good morning everyone from Final Control again. As you can see, we've changed the camera position a little bit. I think it's still not actually where I would like it to be, but there was no more time to experiment a bit further. But I think putting it a bit lower and maybe in a little bit different angle might just also change things around a bit and make things look a bit better. It's still a bit messy in the background, but we'll have to work on that as well. So yeah, I'm going to be here for the chat with people for probably the first half hour or something like that, a little bit less by now I think. And then Herman will come in and also chat to you guys a little bit. For those of you who are listening, if you want to chat with us directly, send us questions, you can do so on our chat page, which is on our social network, wildearth.ning.com. And if you go into the We Shows tab there, then you can choose WeChat and then you can participate in chat that way. Or you can send your emails to Final Control, one word, at wildearth.tv. And then also, once we get the questions, we can answer them for you. And we try to get the chats typically on the topic of wildlife, anything wildlife related, questions you have on there. Things we do see at the waterhole. At the moment there's some zebra around, if I see. They're a bit further away, but you can still see them flicking their tails. And also what we try to do, once in a while we'll put ourselves in the picture, but especially if there's something going on at the waterhole, we'll just have the picture on the waterhole and then just chat in the background a little bit. Welcome back to Wild Earth, I must say. We've been away for a little while. We've been around here, but unfortunately there was what I've been able to gather as information-wise, the problem was caused by a lightning strike on the mast, somewhere in Tulamahash, which is between us and Bushbok Ridge, and one of the steps in linking Wild Earth to the internet and all of you. And therefore some of the equipment had to be replaced, and apparently there was some difficulty in finding the exact source of the problem, also because it's a bit far out from the typical workshops and office. That's why the guys they just tried changing things and exchanging it, and unfortunately as things go, then it was always the last thing you check is as the one that causes the problem. And then because it's so remote, and to get anything there is probably a 4 or 5 hour journey, so a couple of times you just had to wait for new parts, check it out. No, that's not a problem either, and then have to wait again. Plus that it's quite a high mast. I think I heard it's about 50 meters high, and of course there are all kind of safety regulations about how and when people can climb the masts to go work in them, which is makes a lot of sense. My background in the chemical industry also taught me that things take a bit longer, and that's often very frustrating, but a broadcast or some product is never worth risking somebody falling off a mast for. So that's also probably why it took a bit longer, but I think that's a very justified short delay. But anyway, having said that, we are very glad to be back on air. We've extended our morning drive a little bit, otherwise it would have been like half an hour, come back, set up for the walk and go out for the walk for half an hour again. So we decided to just drive around a little bit longer. It was pretty quiet in the morning, probably due to the overcast weather, whereas animals don't have to rush out in the morning and get their basically their breakfast and their drinks in before it gets too hot, so they can just do that spread out over the day. But I spoke to Herman and Peter, and they actually quite enjoyed being out there again and having quite a nice relaxed drive around. So I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. And that lots of things will show up at the waterhole, well, during chat, but also the rest of the day. Yesterday, and it's really a pity that we couldn't broadcast to you, because we had Wonky at the waterhole again around, was it 1 o'clock, Sapir? I think so, eh? Yeah. There's Wonky with one other elephant, having a bath and stuff like the day before. And at the same time there was a herd of about 10 zebra just being frisky and walking around, and some impala. It was a really beautiful sight. So we were actually very sad that we couldn't share that with you, but we hope actually that today or tomorrow that Wonky will be back and there will be lots more of those very beautiful sightings. Actually we know there will be, it's just a matter of, it's always a bit of in suspense when they will be. Could be the next 5 minutes, could be tomorrow, could be the day after. So, but yeah, let's say enough about technical problems and things like that. Let's talk about being back and about wildlife, because that's actually what we are here for. Rose wants to know whether Karula finally finished with 2 kills, or did others get to them? We don't know actually. We went back to the 1 kill just outside the cabin, and there we found no meat left. So it could be that Karula finished it, or maybe also because the meat starts to deteriorate, that it just dropped from the tree and that the hyenas got it. There were lots of tracks under the tree. That's always difficult to ascertain who actually ate the last kill. And the other kill that she had in the riverbed, actually that kill had disappeared, so that we suspect it actually has been moved off by hyenas or other predators / scavengers. So yeah, it looks like, well, definitely the kills are not there anymore, but whether Karula finished them or maybe another leopard or hyenas, that's something that we don't know. Let's see what Karen says here. I actually can read it here as well, I think, yeah. Oh, that's interesting. So people, your chat is faster than mine. How can that be?
Is it?
Yeah. Maybe I've been kicked out. Let me just see. I was wondering why nothing was happening. I wondered whether everyone was still thinking about how to divide 2 million by 7, but that's already quite a while ago. Karen says, thank you for all the updates shared and working hard from your end. There was actually not too much to take credit for, and because there was not much that we could do at the problem other than indeed keeping you updated, and that was a bit frustrating as well. I prefer to have a problem that I have to work hard on, but then actually can do something myself, rather than just have to sit around and wait for other people to update or not update you and things like that. But I'm sure actually it felt the same way from your side. You're waiting for updates and updating is always I guess a good thing. And also thanks for our moderators to also giving me access to administrator access to the network, so I can quickly do that myself without having to look for one of them, because they're also very busy, of course, and again that would put another link in the chain that would make updates a bit slower. So actually it's quite good, and I hope actually it won't happen too often that we have to send all these 7-8 updates on problems. But yeah, we do try to keep you updated, because I think it's important, first of all, that you don't have to look every 10 minutes whether it is back, but also that you have some idea when it could come back, so that if it does, that you don't, if you want to watch it, switch on half an hour later and unfortunately missed something. So we'll try to do that in the future as well if things go wrong, which I'm sure at some point will happen, because there's always some technical issue to be sorted out. But for me, that's also part of what I enjoy here, as long as it is not too often. Okay, let's see. Okay, my chat has cut up with Superior. That's good. So let's see, beautiful, some zebras interacting there. It looks like might be actually the same herd from yesterday. The one on the left is still a bit sleepy, I think. It was yawning. At least it looked like yawning. Maybe you can zoom in. Just zoom in a little bit. Yeah, I see. Actually, doesn't mind. They're all pretty. Yeah. Oh, that's a male. You can see narrow stripe. Yeah, I looked at the stripes as well after the discussion. The stripe between the bum cheeks, and which is supposed to be wider with females and narrower with male zebras. But yeah, I think it takes some practice to actually look at it, because the difference is not that obvious. But yeah, just keep looking at it and see if the wider stripes are typically the females, and then narrower stripes are males.